Hey guys, it's Beth. I want to jump on here and talk to you today in continuing our discussion from last week, which was growth. We're going to move that into transformation. Growth and transformation oftentimes go together, as I'm sure you are aware. So before I get into that discussion, I want to let you know I am right now at a college getting ready to teach a sales and marketing class to the incoming freshmen. Today's their first day of school back at college. I ran into one of the students in the hallway who said, "Hey, are you the guest speaker today?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Cool, because I really am majoring in this. I like totally picked this because I thought it was easy. Sales is easy, right?" Kind of can't wait to teach that class. And if I hear one more I don't know what I'm going to do. So, growth. Let's talk about that. Growth is one phase of personal development, right? But you must choose to fully transform into the person you were created to be. It is a choice. And under the heading of I'm getting ready to go teach about careers, let's talk about this insofar as it relates to organizational change and transformation. Okay, so oftentimes, especially the longer that you have done the same sort of job, the longer you work for the same employer and so forth, you become stuck, at least in your mind. It also, too, you probably saw yesterday, I spoke about or mentioned something in a post about when you do something out of obligation or duty, i.e. you have to show up and do a job. You're obligated to do a job because you are an employee. But when you're not doing it from a place of love, like you love the people that you're serving or you love to do that job, then it becomes more soul-sucking and energy-sucking than uplifting and inspiring. So the longer, again, you've been at an organization or you've been doing the same type of job and in your mind you're kind of stuck, you want to grow, you want to transform in your career path, oftentimes there becomes this unhealthy attachment to the job itself, to the organization, to a title, to a paycheck, right? To just this position that you've always done. And what happens is, far into our careers, we can remain the victim of other people's values and expectations. Or we can choose to change. We can choose to say, I know this is comfortable. I know I've been here a really long time. I know you expect me to do certain things, but I hate it. I'm out. This isn't at all filling me. It's not at all aligning with my values. It is not who I have been created to be. Therefore, it is a waste of my time. It is rendering me stuck, and I'm going to choose to do something about that. Nobody's going to come in and make that choice for you. Nobody's going to come in and save your proverbial day. You have to rise up and choose to do that. So the same holds true in any kind of change. Relational change. Let's talk about that a second. I see all these college kids. I feel super old, by the way. I run with some people who are in their 20s. One, not a good idea because I'm not in my 20s, therefore I can't keep up. And secondly, they remind me all the time that I'm old. So love them / hate them. But relationally, right? I see a lot of these incoming students going, wow, I need to date somebody. I need to get into a relationship. And again, not busting on that if that's their choice. But far into a relationship, whether it is a marriage or even a relationship with yourself, for those of you who choose to stay single, again, a choice, far into our relationship with ourselves in seasons of life, let's say it's midlife, we can also remain the victim of other people's values and expectations, right? If other people value marriage and you are in a marriage and it's not fulfilling you, then you're making a choice to remain sort of a victim to their expectations. If somebody expected you to get married, if somebody expected you to be old, you can choose to succumb to those values and expectations that other people have given you, or you can choose to transform into the person you were created to be. Let's talk about one more example, right? Let's say we've talked about a little bit career, organizational change and growth, transformation. We've talked about quickly a relational change and growth and transformation. What about a goal? What about if you are trying to set and reach and exceed a goal? How do you go about that? How do you change that mindset? Well, as a marathoner, far into a training plan, I have many times sort of fallen victim to other people's expectations and other people's values. Some people value running a marathon because they like the camaraderie. Some people value running because they want to hit a certain time. They want to go to Boston. They want to do whatever they want to do. But when you are around other people that have very different values and expectations, nothing necessarily wrong with them, but you have a choice to make. You have a choice to make, you guys. Do I want to fall victim to, it can be said like that, right? Am I a victim to other people basically running my life? You know, you have to show up in your story or else someone else is going to write it. Someone else will author your story. So from a personal growth and transformation standpoint, to grow is one thing. You can keep growing, but it's a choice. You have to choose to transform. You can say, I'm growing. I've done this. I'm growing. I run 4 miles now. I used to run no miles. I am married now. I used to be single. I have a job now. I used to be unemployed. You can grow, but then what? My question to you is always, but then what? It's a choice. Anything after the but what then, what next, that answer is always, it starts with a choice. So my encouragement to you today is to choose wisely, choose to be who you were created to be, and don't fall victim to anybody else's labels, expectations, or values, because they don't know better than you do about you. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.